Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to look at Bruva Alpha Boost, this next part of the audiolog. This is the Blender Crusade Part 2, Assault on the Elderly, a Financial Horror. I'm sure none of these words will come back to haunt me in any way, shape, or form when someone takes them and splices them into a clip and uses them to, admittedly, not really change just how bad those words sound in that string. Yeah, I'm glad no one watching this is evil or sadistic enough to enjoy my suffering. I'm just going to block every time I've streamed from my mind, just for my own sanity. Joking aside, I'm actually really excited to see what happens next, because it was an audiolog that had a huge twist and just literally throwing us right into a hole. I don't know where this is going. I'm assuming a hole. So if you haven't already, link below, original video, hit it up. And when you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. At the time I'm recording this, we're actually getting really close to 70,000. So yeah, that'd just be really cool to hit that sometime in the next year. Granted, I'm saying this within the last 3 days of December, so that means nothing, but it would be cool. I don't expect it, but it'd be cool. Yeah, I'm a geek, I know. Let's get started. Red sun. Moon. Wow.
For a stark few moments, my world was motion. The light above me faded. Wind
How far did you fall down?
Back. The awareness of a sudden stop. Wasn't lost.
Okay, that's cool. One of the things they're doing here I actually really appreciate, just from a sheer narrative sense, is that even though we're not seeing any motion of the characters, we're not even seeing their faces, we're getting the sense of what is happening, not just with the dialogue, not just with the words on the screen, but by how the words are presented on the screen. So when we see him talking, they're slowly fading up, giving us a sense that he's going down because they're moving up, so we get a downwards progression. But when there's a sudden stop, it shook on the screen. That's a nice little technique. I'm not really sure any other situation would work in, except for these audiologs, because it's been an established format how much audio is a port of it. I can't speak today. So this is actually a nice little just technique they've done. I like it.
I was happy to discover I had not, in fact, splattered, splintered, or spaghettified from impact.
Does spaghettify happen?
Victory for Big D!
Oh yes, I love that Big D spaghetti.
Of the dirt, I rise fearlessly to my feet. Yet as I glance about this mine shaft, I realize it's far deeper than my fall had made it seem.
Oh?
The glow of light above me is distant indeed.
Because you fell fast, or
but
because
I see soil
wonkery?
And packed clay illuminated in some other clear light.
Other?
That's when I turn. And what I see, it shocks me.
The fuck?
It's...
Is that the store? He was just...
Another 99p store?
The fuck?
Preposterous. Preposterous!
Oh god, they're doing the thing where the store is built on the old store. This is some kind of crazy fantasy bullshit right here, and I absolutely love it. I'm wondering now, is this just Hunter? Specifically the parenting weirdness? Or White Wolf going full on World of Darkness weirdness? I'm going more with Hunter the parenting, though. Also, what language is that? Is that Russian?
I approach its doors. Clean glass meets my gaze.
Or is it backwards?
What is this place?
Looks like a 99p store.
The apertures part. The gates open warmly, as if to embrace me.
No, they have working stuff down there.
Aha. If you insist.
Yeah, still going to find a blender here? So help me if he actually starts asking for a blender.
Inside. No workers approach me. There's nary a soul in sight.
Oh, that's creepy looking.
Everything is the same. The same layout, the same products, the same smell.
I don't know why, but the creepiest part about this isn't the fact that it's empty or it's dark. It's that you have the shelves with the layers and the lines going up it, the stairs, but it's this floor right here where it has that pattern and it's slightly rippling as the... See if you could... See what I mean? Yeah, there's a distortion on the screen itself that makes it look like these are rippling because of the pattern, and it's absolutely just kind of fucked up. Like, what is this even from? It looks like something from a game, honestly. I don't know, though. It's creepy as hell.
Except the iron still hangs like a cloud over acrid plastic.
Good choice of image, though. A lot of
You
background
do
work
not
here.
frighten me, dubious underground discount store.
I'm frightened. I'm also a
I've
coward. That doesn't
burnt
mean
down
anything.
sterner buildings than this.
Yes, but you're also underground.
I grabbed a nearby dental kit
But-
and armed myself with 2 of the precariously sharp sickle probes.
Sickle probes?
Hello? Is anyone here? Show yourself.
It has a sickle. Oh, is it that like little scrapey thing? Oh, I have no idea what that's called. I didn't even know they sold those in dental kits. That should say everything I need to say right there. Floss is the extent of what I'm willing to try, and even that seems adventurous. I mean, I wouldn't expect anyone to actually be down in the ghost store underground. Although it has light.
A noise rose above the silence.
Okay, this I absolutely love. Just this moment of quiet. Was I alone? He says this. And then there's just this almost, 5-10 second pause, a little less than 10, a little more than 5. Mostly because I'm pressing the buttons here. Yeah, that's roughly 10 seconds, a little less than. And you just hear that small little beeping. Just a tiny, I even missed it the first time, but I heard it the second time. I was like, oh yeah, there is that beeping sound. I love this though, because it focuses on negative space in the actual video. Let me give you a backstory on this one. Or not even backstory, like an idea what I'm talking about. When I say negative space, I mean time to decompress between events. Normally, like when you're in a massive blockbuster movie, say a Marvel one, you're just going to be hit in the face constantly, nonstop for a couple hours. There is no time to catch your breath. You're just bashed in the face so many times that it's basically an off-brand at that point. This, though, it's stopping. You're saying something quiet, and you're giving the audience time to process it. But in that time, you're also feeding them information with that tiny little beeping. And that's actually a brilliant technique because it gives something that a lot of media just doesn't really do anymore. In Golden Age media, specifically in America, a lot of negative space was used to spread things out. Quiet time to let the audience reflect or just to look over a scene and let them sink into the visuals without being dragged along from one explosion to the next. Things have just sped up a lot more, become more action-packed and more constant attention focused. So I really it's nice to see a technique that isn't exploited nearly as much as possible. It's also something you could see in writing and comics as well, but you don't usually see it so much in this type of media because dead air sounds bad. But when it's used well, it lets you focus on how eerie this situation is. So that's really well done. Yep, see there's the first beep. Second one.
A noise rose above the silence.
It's really quiet right now. But that makes sense. And of course it's pulling in to give us the impression that he's walking forward, so we're seeing it from his viewpoint. There it is. The fuck? Why is there a blue 7-year-old?
Who are you?
What?
He's blue.
Is he using a microphone to talk?
Unnatural. Blue.
Is he like a zombie or something?
I asked who you are.
Is he part of a group?
Oh, really? Is that a name or a title?
Yes. Oh, that's even better. Now, this is what I'm wondering. Is that something in lore that he's being shoehorned in as?
Blue-tinted hues were uncommon,
But
but not unheard of among the kindred of Cain.
oh,
Could he be a Zamisi?
that.
No.
That's how you say that?
His appearance was far too plain.
Also, he's not attacking you on
Those
sight.
decadent flesh sculptors rarely stop at mere skin tone, and I reckon they'd be far more cross at my intrusion than this cerulean cashier. Perhaps a vampire of a different persuasion.
What if he's not a
My
vampire?
second thought fell at the feet of those azure-skinned cousins of the La Sombra. That fey-bred bloodline so fond of mystery and...
Oh, there's Fae bred into a vampire line.
Yes.
Oh my.
They too were often giant. But his lack of pretension, his seemingly humble role...
Scanning what looks like the same item over and over?
What other creature might he be? The ageless sons of Khun could boast a grey complexion when walking as a man. But this individual
I don't
was
even
no
know that one.
berserker.
Oh, a
He
berserker?
seemed calm and comfortable, and at any rate was far from the distant waves.
Or are we getting into, like,
Perhaps
Wraith
some
territory?
variety of changeling? A drowned
Way
wraith,
too-
a strange science
Drowned
experiment,
wraith?
a wizard marked by paradox, a hapless, death-touched slave. What is he?
I think he's a
Do not bother me
cashier.
around, you. There is a blender by the shelf nearest the registry.
Oh, there actually was a blender. Wait, why did he suddenly say, look around you? His eyes went all white. Yeah, because this guy has... I just noticed that. I thought it was just an odd choice of technique, but no. Considering this guy has irises that are distinct from his shades, they're not white as well, because they're a different color from the iris. Yeah, I just noticed Big D's eyes are completely white. Was that the entire time? I'm going to go back to see if... No, actually, this is the first time his face is on here. Yeah.
Do not order me around, you. There is a blender by the shelf nearest the registry. What?
Huh?
I grab it.
Is he just going to buy it?
It is a blender. Top of the line, new, fresh. This had not been in the store above. What is going on?
Place your item at your convenience.
Well, okay.
Is he actually going to pay for it?
Well,
Or perhaps I won't.
very well.
He's been so monotone through the voice box this entire time. But the second very well was a little bit louder, just to like, even this, whatever the hell this is, getting a little annoyed. I like it.
That doesn't bother you?
Lie.
A real implacable fellow, aren't you?
He hasn't blinked.
You're supposed to say something
Granted,
back!
neither is Big D, but the movement of the eyes.
You are supposed to place your item at the registry at your convenience.
That is getting creepy.
Of course, old boy.
This is like something right out of
One
SCP.
blender. Scan it good. Now. Right.
Do you have a membership with us?
No, thank you.
Be so sure.
What?
What's in your phone number?
I'd really rather not.
Very well. Your choice is made.
Pardon?
What the hell about this is so creepy? Like, I just got what I was about to ask. I was going to say, why is this creeping me out so much that I realized it's because we have something absolutely normal here, checking out at a store, but he's choosing words between the rote lines you have to say. Would you like that as cash or plastic or paper or plastic bags, or please put this at your convenience? It's like all that normal bullshit you ignore because it's basically filler just to enable transactions, just to deal with people, and you don't really care what the words are. But he's doing little things like saying, your choice is made, which sounds way more epic. Like someone at a gate who's in a fantasy novel, and if you make the wrong choice, they will say that before a monster comes out to bite you down. And of course, battle, usual fantasy BS. But they've moved into such a normal setting, in such an off-putting location that is completely fantastical for its normality. Again, underground store, Blue Man doing it. It's actually that mixing of crazy and normality that really makes this weird and creepy, because it's off-putting to what is considered a normal, sensible outcome. And I love this because it's taking normality and flipping on its head just a little bit. Granted, it's literally throwing it down into a basement to die, but we're going to get over that later.
Your total is on the screen.
Yes.
Also, only his hand
Allow
has
me to
ever moved,
confirm.
never the rest of the body. Or the head, at least.
99 99 pounds? That's... No, that can't be right. This is a 99p store.
Correct.
Then everything must be 99p, yes?
Which P?
Correct.
Then what's wrong with your total?
This is the 99p store. The 99 pound store.
I was waiting for that joke.
Products cost 99 quid, Governor.
Quid? That's a British thing,
For a
isn't it?
horse race, it is customary for
That's
a
right.
pistol to be shot in the air.
Governor. Oh, that governor is also a British thing. I thought it was a title because you don't really do that in America. I'm guessing governor is just a nice way to say random person. Yeah, probably. Or is that an old-timey thing?
This signifies the race's start. It's a noise loud enough to drown out
surprised
the
they didn't try and
rowdiest
steal it.
crowd, to stir the sharp-nerved jockeys into immediate movement. That was the sound I heard when this man spoke of this lunatic hoax!
Very well.
You parasite, give me your name!
Blue man?
I gathered as much.
hell?
You're going to tell me what's going on here, or I swear I'll beat you so tremendously they'll be calling you the Red Man.
This is against company protocol.
Which
Protocols
company?
my glory is behind. What are you? Who are you working for?
I am a manager. I work for the 99-pound store chain.
There's a chain of these?
Do you think I am?
I
Crazy.
think you're a monster. If you value your life, you'll tell me the truth.
Oh, yeah, there's the difference. His eyes are... I almost thought they were the same as the Emperor's for... Not the Emperor, the Big D's for a second, but no. His are usually solid white, and they're only colored this way because shadowing. His are gray with white around it. A slight difference, but it is there. Very
What
faded
are you
out.
doing here?
We are
We?
here to grow.
Grow.
Like weeds?
We are here to grow.
Each riddle you speak is another bone I break.
The world of fathers turns to the world of sons. Yet
What?
growth never changes. It is how it is. It is how it should be.
Banal blueberry bastard! Dastardly though it may be, 99p stores are the fruit of civilization. It is inexpensive, affordable for those without. How can you expect to stay in business when you're charging?
Civilization does not exist to bear fruit. Growth is perpetual. Those who do not grow
Growth is not perpetual. Things die all the time, and they go extinct. But that does not mean growth is perpetual. That... Sorry, this is one of those things where I know what he's talking about in the general sense, but no, there's plenty of examples of things being dead ends and dying off. And he's about to say those who don't grow die, but that just... He probably means the price is what he's talking about. I don't like totalities when it talks about overall arching ideas.
will be built over. It is how it is.
And that tells us everything he needs to. They charge too much, at least in this fantasy world, so they were built over by the 99p store instead of the 99-pound store. And that explains his age. He's the fantasy equivalent of the old manager who wouldn't retire. I wonder what happens if they actually buy something from him.
It is how it should be.
Insane! Absurd! Inhuman!
Expensive.
Our projection sheet and you will understand.
Projection sheet.
He is showing me a sheet, a projection of the future. Numbers and diagrams, foreign hieroglyphs, a mess of senseless words.
And also completely meaningless. Because he already said exactly what would happen if they don't grow. They get built over, and he's built over, or another store was built over him already. This is fun.
I cannot comprehend it.
Invest now.
No.
We will be coming soon.
No.
No. No, you won't! I'll drown you in the dirt! There are no words for beasts such as you!
I love this because right now this guy is basically hitting every button that we keep saying that Big D has right now. Because Big D, at least in the episodes we've seen so far, is very much a punk. He's a rebel. He's someone who hates control. He likes society because it grows people and gives them options and can do good things, as he defines it. But he hates the micromanaging, put you into the box, deal with it, fuck you, we're doing this because I said you're going to do it mentality. He will do something stupid because someone else told him to do something smart. Which is literally why this all started, because he got in an entire argument about blenders at the 99p store with Kevin. And this guy is just saying, I am right, because bullshit. Deal with it. He's literally in the form of the man right now. So he's literally just pushing every button Big D has. That's just brilliant.
Merely violence, rejection, and righteous cruelty!
He's actually more angry now than against the vampires who nearly killed him.
Madness ends! Whatever schemes you may have had are concluded! Submit now, and I may spare your life!
I'm sure that guy isn't actually alive. Oh, now he's laughing.
Laughing at my mercy, eh?
You?
I ask for a final time. Who are you?
Pentex? The blue man?
Of course you are.
I am someone else.
These dental
Yeah, you
tools
definitely are someone
incredibly
else.
Sharp, you know. Start talking
think
sense,
you would ever have a
or you will
mustache
be
like that.
subject to an impromptu oral surgery before I speak to your manager.
I am the manager.
Would you like to speak to our Chief Executive Officer?
I mentioned earlier that this seems weird because it's taking the mundane and making it odd just slightly. But even getting this sentence out just hits every what the fuck button I can ever have from working in retail. It's like, you can talk to the manager and they'll just tell you to go fuck off. I mean, they'll say that before they hear him or after you can hear them, and it doesn't matter, but they'll say it eventually. But even offering to talk to the chief executive officer, this is definitely fantasy, all right.
You're what? I loom
CEO?
high above the battered body of the blue man, but I lean in. I see his smile widen, his face slips away. I see his form become slender, his face become graceful,
What?
and I recoil in horror.
The laughing in the background is creepy. No?
You're dead!
The fuck? You're dead, laugh at the ignorance of man? This is someone Big D knew, and... They said the face got slender and graceful. That actually looks wider.
Oh, he's awake!
Oh, thank fuck, we're not getting...
Oh my god, triangular duck lips. I was not expecting that face. Mostly it's the triangle aspect. Also, I've cut surprised she's not the one going, oi, oi, oi! Oh, you actually do make that face when you say that. Huh. The more you know. Why did he think he knew whoever that was because they said they were dead? Is he commenting that the guy was dead or that the CEO was dead? Also, he did purchase the blender. If he actually has it on him.
Getting sued.
Who's getting sued?
Mate, you slipped.
Clearly not seeing this wet floor sign, which was here the whole time.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was.
Giles wasn't here the whole time.
Nah. Sure was.
Which means, of course, that 99p LLC is not legally liable for any damages you may have suffered from your failure to follow company safety protocols.
Actually, I'm pretty sure in both America and Britain, those kind of restraints have been completely turned over because you can sue anyone for that shit. Although I think it's easier in America just because people will settle out of hand, but I'm pretty sure that kind of stuff would be overturned in Britain. I could be mistaken, though.
What? Sad face.
Foolish woman!
She actually said sad
I
face.
stopped relying on courts of law years ago.
As super interesting as I think whatever you just said is, you need to get out of the back here. Employees only.
Very well. Just as soon as I get that blender.
Oh my gosh! No, we're not giving away our only backroom blender to some random old guy. Sorry.
Now you listen here! I gesture at the manager to enunciate my point.
Blender in his hand?
When I notice something odd in my grip.
What?
Oi! What the hell? Where'd you get that blender from?
What the hell kind of blender is that? Like, I'm actually looking at this and all I can think is I kind of want to see this thing turned on. Like, unironically, if someone can make an animation of this kind of crazy spherical blender, I've seen this contraption before. It's actually one of those gyroscopic ones that you, the device is similar to what they put astronauts in to see if they can deal with just random G-forces spinning them around. You have the various lines and they're all at different angles, so they all spin in different directions. So there's a crazy, like, just motions for the center ball. I guess that would work as a blender, but also it wouldn't be very effective. Wouldn't cut anything, but it looks crazy cool. Also, did he actually just spend 99 pence? Pounds, whatever. I think that's like the equivalent of $1, right? I don't speak British.
What?
I love her faces.
How did you...
Oh.
Ring him up.
Giles?
Whatever. Just congrats! You found your blender, 99p. Go make it snappy and... Giles, get him the hell out of here.
All right. Come on, Kevin.
Does this mean he's playing 101p for it?
I follow. But
Wait, Kevin?
I cannot talk. The blender in my hands.
Means it was real and not a
Nice
dream.
model. Luxury, even. More buttons than I knew what to do with. But this was also the same item I attempted to check out.
And you successfully
Store
purchased.
below.
Just place it here, mate.
Right, of course. It was clear to me that I never actually went into the hole.
But you did.
No, that wasn't possible. If it were, I would have been covered in dirt and blood. They would have had to somehow drag me out. A plethora of other
Magic?
holes in the story. The entire altercation with the Blue Man could have been, or more likely was, some strange, subconscious dream. Ugh. As droll as that is, I am no stranger to the odd prophetic dream.
Oh, so he does get prophetic dreams. That would explain why he was getting some of those in the previous episode. Like motion, or not motions, like sudden things like, I need to look over here, without realizing why he's doing it.
But to awaken with an object in my hand.
That is more than a
the
dream.
same object from my encounter.
That's someone fucking
Of
with
course,
you.
it was no mere dream.
Right, big man. 99 pence.
Ah, of course.
You don't have it?
No, wait.
Dear a problem, mate.
God, he's so freaking annoying.
Oi!
I came here with 99 pence on the dot to prove a point. But I unthinkingly used a pence to check the depth of that pit. Dreadfully sorry. I'll
Put it back.
I'll
Yeah, she's gonna put it back.
back. The shelf near the registry. Is that all right for me to put it here?
Mate,
It's one pen.
it's fine. I'll spot you. Just get yourself home.
How unexpectedly kind.
Honestly, yeah, considering you're literally just... I'll be honest, I would not be this nice. I'm an asshole, though, so that's not a big deal. If someone was making a massive ass of themselves, they jerk me around so much like Big D was doing, I'd be like, oh, night, fuck off. And just be at the end of it. The fact that he's willing to spot him right now, despite all of the hassle, all of the Big D in his face, why, that really did come out as expected. I probably should rephrase that some other way. All of the big, you know, we're just not going to say his name. All of this customer in his face. Yeah. Markable restraint here.
Yeah, well, don't chalk it up to that. It's near closing time and you've been nothing but trouble since you got here.
A distraction.
Besides, you had a nasty fall. Don't think either of us want any more trouble from you tonight.
Oh, how right you are, Giles. Thank you so
What
kindly.
actually is his name?
I won't forget this favor. Till next week.
He's definitely gonna forget this favor. Except for
Hopefully
when
never,
it's
mate. Hopefully never again.
You're gonna see him again soon.
Nothing quite sparks one's faith in humanity than a bit of...
Yeah, no, it looks completely different. And the red sun, the dead trees. I think those are cars, but I honestly don't know. Or, I cannot read it. It did, you see, this is English. I know it wasn't just me not remembering it, but it did look like it was Cyrillic in the previous Underground one.
Mostly selfless charity. This was precisely what I needed to refresh myself. Moving out to the streets, I felt a bit more liberated in my line of questioning. I peeked through the fog. Whatever had happened there in the back rooms of the 99
Is something you should explore later?
That was both real and unreal. Breaking apart the truth of the matter would be hard, but the entire encounter was
Surreal?
strange
That works too.
and sad. There must be a secret here, some key to turn to discover what exactly caused that oddity. But whether I discovered it or not, one thing was certain.
You got a blender?
There was something strange about that 99p store.
Yeah.
And that pit.
What's that sound? Oh, his bus. He owns a bus.
Go. I take one last look at the place from afar. It was almost a celebration of misery and truth. But at least for now, it held a purpose. A service. Some justification for it being there. Kevin had given me much to act on. There was much to see to ensure my own gambits could proceed as planned.
Oh. Now that's new. As far as I know, this is the first time he's actually mentioned having plans at all, or his own gambits. And the fact he's talking about proceeding as planned, so he has something he's working on. Something probably crazy and asinine and remarkably funny, and I'm looking forward to every second of it, but he's actually working on something. Every time prior, he's been reacting or just doing random crazy shit like going to find the tunnel because, hey, vampires, let's do that. Family outing. If that's not actually his line, I thought I'd be very surprised. But he has something he's working on now. I can't wait for that to come up.
I couldn't justify stopping everything to get a closer look at that pit. But soon,
What would he be stopping?
sometime soon, I would
Like
be
in maybe a
back
numbered
here.
episode?
Probably to stalk on Gargo's snowflake so boy has breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner or later, fair retailer.
I'm assuming those are fake, but honestly, it's
I'll
British.
learn
It could be
your
very real.
secrets. I turn for the last time and
Was that
return
popping
home
sound?
my champion. For if nothing else,
You spent 101
I
pounds.
proved Kevin wrong 100%. Yes, 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 yes.
Priorities. Oh.
Oi, Mum! The ride's here. Heading out for the day.
Boss wants to drink a tire full of vodka to kill his stomach bugs.
Wait, they all get a ride together?
Yeah, remember 5 a.m. sharp tomorrow. We're checking our inventory again to make sure that loon didn't loot the place.
Right.
And don't let that guy back in here!
Sure thing, boss
Or
lady.
else it's your job, sweetie.
Right.
So long.
He's very much considering letting him back in to fuck around with her so he loses his job in the best possible way to fuck around with her. And I completely stand by this entire choice.
As you understand that, have a super duper night.
She does that.
Okay.
Oh god, she does the fake happy speak talk whenever she's not at work. Have a super duper night. Oh, please, fuck off, lady. You're less annoying when you're being an asshole.
All right, Spit. Get to
His
it.
name's Spit.
Have a boy.
His name's Git. Really? I guess that's obnoxious techno music.
Finally, with the clods gone.
But typing on phone?
Come on, pick up, pick up, pick up.
Is it going to be Snake? Or Octagon?
Hello?
What?
Hey!
Hello?
Hello?
Am I audible? Hello?
Ma'am?
Hello? Am I audible?
The only thing that stands out to me immediately is the dialogue is blue, and it's female, and she's contacting her. I wonder, is this the CEO?
Ma'am, talking to the receiver.
Hello?
Talk
They're also
into
incredibly
the
old.
receiver.
Hello?
Ma'am?
Hold your tongue for but a moment. Timothy, dear, aid me. I see you speak into the hole. Of course, thank you. Hello.
The fact that she's just dying on the side.
Hello, ma'am.
Polydora, sweet daughter.
Daughter?
I didn't expect to hear from you so early. Very sorry. The technological ingenuity of our modern East Anglia impresses as much as it perplexes.
It's fine, ma'am.
And that does tell me everything I need to know. Maybe he was right about the vampire side then. I was going to say spider. Don't know why I think spider for some reason. Maybe it's because I was looking up a bunch of the werewolf lore.
Those are just a fad. Anyway, wanted to talk to you
Yeah,
about
they're never going to be a
something.
thing.
Oh, sweetie pumpkin pie. Do tell me everything's all right.
Yes, ma'am. Everything is super hunky-dory. Except, well...
I hate this conversation already. Like, I thought it was interesting. He gave a lot of description in how they're interacting. But also, she said daughter, which is a very distinct thing. So either it's a colloquial and they have some kind of relationship outside, or it's an actual daughter. Considering how old this person probably is because of technology, and I'm assuming way beyond human lifespan old, someone Big D believes should be dead already. I'm assuming it's the CEO who we kind of saw the face of. Yeah. I'm wondering if the blue around the eyes is actually her face coloring and the rest is just makeup.
We had a strange old guy show up at the store. He found the entrance in the back.
And it was real.
A security breach.
A security breach, ma'am.
Oh, she's actually afraid.
What did you do with him?
Threw him out?
Nothing. I'll be honest, ma'am, he looked like a crack addict with a year left in him. Tops.
Other than the year left in him tops part, the rest of it's probably accurate. He probably is.
Oh, Polydora. Never underestimate the publicly inebriated.
I underestimate everyone. Can't help it. It's just my quirk, you know.
What?
You are such a cutie.
Thank you!
Back to the security breach.
Okay.
I take
I
it you
underestimate
at least got him captured on the television.
The television? Oh, TV. Oh, I actually didn't even recognize what that was because it's so weird spaced. If it wasn't for the capitalization, I would have not even got that.
Yes?
No.
What?
It gets worse.
What?
You know how we were replacing the guy who fixes the cameras?
Sure, cameras.
And how we never actually got anybody to,
Their securities doesn't
replace
work.
him?
He was just too powerful.
Well, because of that, we don't have the store surveillance footage of the old guy.
What executive neglect! What are we running here? The Empire?
Circumstances beyond.
And now we're dating them because they're using neglect in the Roman Empire and the same thing. So this one is, yeah, I think that is validation of my idea that this is probably the CEO and they're probably very old. Now, who are they actually supposed to be? Is it a creation of Hunter? Or specifically Hunter the Parenting? Or is this someone actually in the lore?
Beyond our control, I'm sorry to say.
Do we have anything beyond a description?
The description might be
we
good.
do. He wound up tripping and falling on the ward. And
The ward?
when he fell, stuff fell out of his pocket. Like, for instance, a weird sack full of unopened prescription medication.
Oh. Tell me what I want to hear, dear.
Oh no, that's
Use
horses
it first.
stuff.
It's an antipsychotic.
Oh, this isn't a problem at all, actually. Polydora, dear sweet Polydora, I could just eat you up. No one will believe him if he goes spouting off about it. Lovely.
I mean, yeah, I think that's pretty much accurate. But I don't think Horse was taking an antipsychotic. I thought it was literally just sugar pills. I thought that was the joke with it. Wait. Is Big D taking antipsychotic medications for himself? This is Big D toned down? don't quite know how to interpret this. I'm very curious, though.
Lovely, lovely.
Thank you, ma'am. And good news, the second. We have a name.
Big D. I want to see the reaction so much.
The name is different than the one he gave me, though. His name was Kevin. Which, first of all, what a horrid little coincidence.
What? Why is it a coincidence?
But here, in his pocket, it's definitely Anthony.
Oh. Well, I think we now know who this is. Because the only reason you say Kevin is a coincidence is because that's a very specific thing to bring out in fiction. In normal life, yeah, no, Kevin's a common name. In fiction, most people don't try and reuse names because it gets very confusing very fast. So when you make a point to say something's a coincidence, that there's something like that standing out, there's really only two ways I could see this going. This is Kevin's sister. I thought he was the only child, but I could be wrong. I forgot a lot because I'm me. Or this is Kevin's sire. The vampire who turned him, or the boss of the vampire who turned him. Which is, in many ways, creepy. And would explain why they're not used to technology and getting people to do it, so she might be a ghoul. Oh.
Anthony.
Yep, 100%. Anthony Sausage.
Uh-huh.
That's the name he has
Anthony
on there?
Sausage. It's the name on the bottle.
Tony Sausage. Tony Sausage. That sounds...
Big D.
Like an alias?
Oh, come now, Polydora. Some people are just named Sausage.
That's
It's a
actually untrue.
perfectly Anglian surname.
Ooh, you're so right.
Oh,
It actually is true.
Anything else?
Yes, well, the only thing left is
What is
that
it? What is it?
I think it's an American prescription.
Uh-huh.
How long's he had an American one?
It's 8 years expired too, and it's apparently from a pharmacy in Norfolk, Virginia?
Oh, funny how things turn out.
Yes. Funny.
Why has he had a bottle of antipsychotics from Norfolk? Because that's where the stuff that went down with... I mentioned this earlier. I haven't thought of that in literally months now. If I'm right, Norfolk is where they did something prior to coming to Britain. It was 8 years ago. Well after Horse, because that was more like the 20s, I think. And I think this was to do more with Door. I could be mistaken because he's the American. Definitely not British. Huh. Was Door on antipsychotics? He's not anymore because they're 8 years expired and the pills are still in, so they haven't taken them. Did they run into this lady in Norfolk 8 years ago? Or Norfolk?
Keep
Norfolk?
an eye out for this sausage, won't you? If you happen to...
Big sausage, yeah.
Do be sure to give him a great deal on our prescription medication.
We don't sell that.
Not yet.
Very true.
And
Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad idea.
if he's uncooperative, if you can simply... I mustn't say over the telephone.
Understood, ma'am.
Always a delight to speak with my Polydora. Most beloved of my beloved peaches.
Of course, ma'am.
Overly cutesy.
Do stay safe.
It's like
out there.
everyone's
I will.
Ugh.
Thank you,
pink cat
Lady
lady.
Regent.
And that confirms it. Yeah. You know, I was talking to a bunch of people or listening to conversations, a little bit of both, about what this might be, and it's like, hey, maybe this is connected to Pentix and all the crazy shit. Like, no, this is vampires. This is vampires all the way down. Okay, wow. Was I expecting them to actually confirm and maybe hide around it, but no. Ooh, also, what the hell? Why is there just a random face? Alpha Boost and the speaker dear lead writers. Neat. Special thanks to Blessed for surviving the encounter with his coworker Tracy from the office. What the hell was that? There was like a... Did he get Karen at his own work? By his actual boss? Coworker Tracy from the office. Oh God, what the hell? Super deformed face, man. I think there's also, yep, they got a bit more of whatever the hell he's doing here. Oh God. What is Dark Pack? I know it's probably to do with Paradox Interactive, but why Dark Pack? Oh, World of Darkness. That makes sense. So what does a certain crazy guy got for us today? Last time around, apparently it was a mock-up of an actual style of video they do over in Europe, which sound like ghost stories here, but apparently they just do it for serious documentaries. Yes? Carl? Carl, where are you? Am I going to get jump scared? I don't like getting jump scared.
Yes. Yeah, of course. Right now we're on the scene right after the battle, the fight in the forest, you know? But before that...
What? First episode?
Well, the first episode was done on an extremely tight budget. I was really the only one working on it at that point, and honestly, I didn't think it would pass the pilot.
I just realized what this is. If the last one was a joke about every documentary, like, yes, we're walking around and this is what insert horrible thing here happened. Now we're doing the documentary style of every developer of game or book or movie, or just developers in general. I'm going with game probably. It's like, oh yeah, budget was tight, nothing to do, no one on it. It's a mock documentary about the creation of Hunter the Parenting, isn't it? Oh my God.
But gosh. Long zoom in on a hallway. Very bold, if I may say so myself.
Second episode.
As the second episode rolled in, our budget became so much larger. We could actually do stuff now. The choice of who would play Grandma was obvious, so, you know, we don't need to go into her, but who would play the boys? Me and my editor, we sat down and we thought about it.
Oh, this is a mockumentary. It's like the creator credits of the fake documentary, the previous one.
Peter Crinkler and Stellan Sluggerson.
What?
Sadly, the character playing Grandmother is a huge believer in method acting.
What?
And we actually had our first workplace death.
What the fuck?
Shot Sluggard straight through the brain with a crossbow bolt. The reaction, though, was so genuine that we just had to keep rolling, and when Sluggard stopped moving...
Oh my God. It's literally the director commentary. Okay, so it's not even a documentary about a creation of a game. It's the documentary, but specifically the creator commentary afterwards, and they're just going all out on this. And I've seen it's like, you can read a script and they're just taking it so far. It's like, here's what happened. It was bad to start. We got better. And then bad things happen again. Oh my God, I've seen this kind of commentary.
EMT.
Rip S. Sluggerson. Third episode. Who's gonna die this time? Because you mentioned multiple.
Beth singing his song. Yeah, that is our on-set musician called Cheesy Creek and the Strangling Freak, which is a one-man, two-man band, sort of.
So schizophrenia?
Excellent was his performance, I have to say. Particularly, I enjoy the mise-en-scène of that movie. Fun fact, that Cheesy has no feeling in his feet. We just told him that he had shoes on, and he believed us because he couldn't see anything with that mask on. And then he had a reaction, of course, when he removed his mask and he saw that his feet was completely flayed. It was fucking excellent though, but sadly he died because, you know, he got an infection because he stepped on a poisonous slug or something. Very
What
powerful.
the fuck, man? I think these are the outtakes from every episode so far. Audio Blitz or Audiologs included.
In the story, after the death metal song, which was sort of a memorial to the good people we lost so far. There's the scene in the forest where she chases them with her abyssal blunderbuss. The pyrotechnics guys had such a good time with that.
They're just getting more and more elaborate.
The way that she uses the muscle flash from her blunderbuss to light up the forest, and the boy can only run away and hide when she's reloading is so powerful. So powerful. Bold is the word. Genius almost.
And now we've got...
I was the one who made that up.
And now we get to the part of every director commentary where they start stroking their ego so hard that it feels like you're kind of intruding. Oh my god. Rip Bobby Bob.
And then when she starts scratching...
Did I say pyrotechnics? I can't be... What the fuck? Rip... Oh, wow, that face. There's like one tooth, and they did something with the eyes. Like, there's like an eye missing here. What the hell? Oh, wait. Pyrotechnics operator. Okay, he was the pyrotechnics operator.
And then, when she starts scratching the cameraman with her long green witch fingers, and she starts scratching the fucking lens, and there's these lens marks, just fucking scratch marks everywhere. You can barely see what's going on. You can only see the outline of her, and she screams at the viewer that she's going to come and get them, and she starts crawling out all
yeah, method actors be crazy like that.
And then at the end of this interview, where she shows up and she kills all of the fucking people on set. Powerful.
It just gets crazier. He's just like powerful. Oh my god. And they even distorted his face into a smile. Waiting for the jump scare. It's quite good commentary, good chop. Yes, quite powerful. Yes, very visionary. Powerful. Yes, powerful. Bold even. Bold's the word. Yes, yes. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I mean, I could have, but I chose not to because I thought it was funny and it amused me to say it. It's actually funny to speak in an over-the-top, stupid British accent. Yeah, it just is. That's the rules. I don't make them. I just follow them whenever they suits me. More importantly, though, I love this because, goddamn, even though this is an audio log, this thing is carrying weight here. It establishes the Regent. We know the Regent because it's Kevin's old boss. They know that Kevin betrayed them. So Polydora knows Kevin either as a ghoul or a vampire. I'm going more ghoul on this one. We're seeing more of that elaborate network. We see that there's the boss down below about growing and replacing it. So there might be more than just vampires involved, or maybe it's just vampire stuff I don't know about. And this is the magic-y vampires too, because Kevin and that part. It is weird that she's saying daughter though, so I'm assuming either vampire or really close ghoul, or can vampires have kids? I don't think so, but I could also be very wrong. I literally never asked that. Whatever. Just this. There's so much about this right now that I wasn't expecting to get so much detail from this. And it does also confirm he knows the Regent, or at least he knew who was down below, who was the CEO. It could be the Regent. It could be someone that the Regent was watching, because we never actually heard the voice. And the Regent didn't know who Big D was, so whoever the CEO was knew Big D and saw Big D because Big D saw them. That would also throw my idea that the Big D saw the Regent out. But so much is going on right now that it's just laying out breadcrumbs for what's about to happen. If anyone knows more about this, has more context for what's going on because they just know more about World of Darkness than I do, very low bar, let me know, because this feels like it's the exposition dump that we needed, but shown to us in a way that just hints at all the little bits of information that you can pull out if you know what to look for. And I love it because it's basically a visual audio puzzle. So freaking cool, man! It's well done too, and I like the fact they used negative space to introduce characters in a creepy way. I went off on that earlier, but it's just really worth mentioning because it's just really nice. I like when things do that. So again, if you haven't already, link below, original video, hit it up. And if you can, seriously, I'm not even joking, I'll say it again. If there's something you noticed I didn't, which is, it's me, it's probably a lot, let me know, because I want to know more. This is so freaking good, man. Yeah. So all the same, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we got 700,000 subscribers. Joking aside, I have no idea where we're at. I think we're at short of 70,000. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to hit. I think we're like 500 short today. It's actually really damn close. Yeah. Either way, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.